everybody? It is Calxiyn here with Migi Dali reaction and review for episode 12. And before we get into it, let me remind you all that if you want to support the channel and check out the full-length timer and subtitle reaction, the you press play when I press play instead of the YouTube highlights, you can check out the Patreon to, again, get the reactions early and then also see the full-length reactions. And usually I don't say that for the finale. However, I misinformation. I sent out misinformation last week. This is not the finale. Apparently there is one more episode releasing next week on Christmas, which it's just so screwed up. Like, it's so messed up now that I'm thinking about it that they would do that, because that's when Mitri died on Christmas Eve, and so it's so screwed up that they would release the episode next week. But it also makes perfect sense. They really made sure to time the release of this anime just to make that point, and I think that that's actually insane. Like, that's just crazy. But I don't really have anything else to talk about because last week I thought that this was the finale, I let all of my theories go. And really nothing has changed. We just may have more time to do what I said, which was basically that they are going to escape the house fire, they're going to save Eiji, and then I thought that that was going to be at the halfway point of the episode, and the rest of the episode would be them living their new life. However, because we have 2 episodes now instead of 1, that may just be elongated and not drawn out like in a bad way, but that may take some more time. And then maybe next episode is the one where we see the conclusion and everyone living their lives and how their lives have changed now, hopefully for the better. And that's what I think is going to happen, as well, is that even though Eiji has set the house on fire, he never intended for everyone to be trapped there, so he's going to save everyone. And I think that Dali has to be the one to ask him not to die, to ask him to come with them and rescue Eiji, because I think that part of the reason why Eiji's doing this is because he felt rejected by Migi and Dali, that he has nowhere that he belongs in the world, and he thinks that he should go down because he's just as screwed up as his mom, and that he killed his biological mother when his biological mother was trying to save him. So I think that Migi seemed to be more willing to believe that they were brothers. I think it has to be Dali that breaks the cycle of revenge. And this episode is called Our Revenge, so I think that that is going to be what happens. I think that Dali is going to send out that olive branch, if you want to call it that. I think that he is going to be the one to tell Eiji, no, I forgive you. You are not your mother, and what you did to our mother wasn't your fault. It was Miss Ichigo, like it was Riko's fault at the end of the day. And so I think that's where we're headed, but without further ado, let us just get into it. Okay, so this is what we saw at the ending of last week. Oh, this was so fucked up. Like we said, we already saw it, so yeah, I loved the shot of the dollhouse burning. Oh, the other thing was, like, I was like, Dad, you need to explain. Father, like, you need to provide an explanation, because some of the things that went on in this house that you knew about are definitely unacceptable. So I wonder, you know, what's gonna happen with that. But okay, so they just showed that, I guess. I always stay until the end for the reactions, but even just in general, you will never catch me missing a post-credit scene. Matsura, please. Something happened over on my other monitor over there. I don't know what that was. Hopefully everything's okay. Oh, dear. Damn, yeah, he's not our brother. I don't know what he's thinking. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're just straight. He's trying so hard. I think he definitely knows. Yeah, this man! I hope we get an explanation! No! See, was he really kept— What do you mean your wife kept talking about— Yeah, like, yeah, exactly! What the heck? You knew about that! No, maybe he didn't know, but he wasn't listening to his wife at night? Oh, yeah, he's just oblivious then. Oh. Oh my god! And he didn't even notice? Yeah, exactly. That's a fucked up thing to say. She's so right, though. Go off, Karen. I've been thinking about that the entire time. Oh my god, he really chewed through the door? I mean, I guess, again, that's not good. Oh, fuck. But Eiji cannot let them die down here. Oh my god, Karen's just like, oh no. Come on, why doesn't the dad do something? Put your shoulders into it, bro. I kind of like the symbolism of that, though. That he's using, like, the children's toys, like the stuff that was in the room that his children were confined to. Yeah, make something sharp. Eiji will come save them, though. Or maybe Senpai? I don't know at this point. Oh my god! No, they have to get out. They picked the lock before, don't you remember? Just like that time, right? Oh my god, no! Oh shit! Oh my god! Well, they have no choice. They have to fight for their lives. Oh shit! I can't look at this. Oh! 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 Senpai? What? I thought that Eiji was gonna save them. Did Eiji really not give a fuck? Oh my god. Jesus Christ, guys. I can't believe this. This is like, why is this giving love confession? Yeah, his costume got torn into pieces. Okay, can we just leave, guys? The house is burning down, bestie. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. The windows! However Senpai got in here. Let's go, guys. Oh my god, is the barbed wire still? Is that why his costume's torn up? Because of the barbed wire? Oh, dear me. Okay. They're really, like, running by this escape right now. Like, are they not gonna realize that Eiji's not around? Oh, I see. They're trying to jump over. I mean, they're already injured anyway. Like, they already, like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, falling in some barbed wire would suck. Not gonna lie. But I guess they can't wait for the fire department. They don't have phones, right? Like, this is not... Oh, no! The dad! Oh, dear. Guys, the house is burning down. I love how, like, they're not, like, showing us any of the dialogue. It's like they're all so terrified, you know, that you can't even hear people speak because it's just, like, the adrenaline kicks in. Like, I like that choice. What about Eiji, bro? Come on, Senpai. I mean, Senpai got in here, though. Exactly, he's gonna be a bird! He's gonna fly! Oh my god, this is the closest we can get to fly. Look at the dad. This dad just like, oh my god, on the horse? What is that? Oh no, it's a dog! It's a dog! I thought it was a toy! I was like, what the hell? Oh, goodness. Where's your son? Do you not care, bestie? Thank you! God damn! No! Oh, shit! Why didn't you mention that before you all left? Like, why didn't you tell him that after? Oh my god! Oh, the fucking music! But see, Eiji can still jump out, though, because his bedroom faces, you know, outside of the house. Yeah, it was Eiji playing. Oh, no. Yeah, she's dead. Oh, no, it was her playing. Oh, I see. No! And he's like, why not? And the kids are on the other side of the fucking door. I hate it. I hate it here. Oh, father, please. I don't know. Mr. Ichigo, please. Oh my god, why are they showing some of these scenes? Oh yes, everything that proves our brotherly connection. Oh. Oh. See? Go, Dali, go. I was right. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Oh my god. He's finally realizing it. is he hallucinating? No, I guess it's just the embers. Oh my god! I did not expect to get this much information, like, you know what I mean, about them two. Oh my god! Like, he saw his mother as, like, an imperfect person for the first time. When did she start doing, like, the reprogramming thing, though? Like, when did things start getting weird? Oh... This is so fucked up. Yeah, I mean, he's right, though. Like, there was, like, what were they supposed to do? Oh, dear. Oh, my God. It's so fucked up, too, because, like, he still loves his mom, even though his mom was insane, and basically abused them. Because, what else? I don't know, like, it's... Like, he's just a kid. No, she was not, but, I mean, he, like, what choice, you know? Like, what choice does he have? Because he's entirely alone, and his brothers rejected him. I'm sure you didn't mean to be a terrible person. Oh, dear. Oh, damn! Oh, shit. I love this, though. Come on, guys! Please leave! Let me die alone! Oh, no. See? And, like, could the best revenge be that he lives? Oh! This is exactly what I wanted to happen! Yeah, exactly! That thing I said the whole time! Oh, shit. Oh my god! Ah! Damn, he really thought... Oh my god! I love how they're still trying to do some absurd humor. I mean, I guess it's been sort of... I guess it has been sort of... Yeah, exactly. They're like, we're perfect and we're professionals at ruining plans. Yeah, exactly. For him not to be the perfect son anymore. Whoa! No, but he'll grab him this time, right? Eiji can't keep pushing people. Unless we all get pushed down the banister. Oh, good lord. Oh my god. Come on, guys! Holy fuck. The whole house is coming down! No, they cannot all die here! I refuse! Oh my god, maybe they are hallucinating. Mitsuri? No, maybe he's seeing the, you know what I mean? Michan! No! There ain't no way! What do you mean? The spirit of Michan! I can't believe this! This show is crazy! Oh my god! Like, Michan helped to get a way out? Where is Eiji? This is insane! Like, all of the things I could have predicted, this show did not have any supernatural elements. It must be because they're, like, fading from reality. There is no way that this is real, right? It's just a coincidence. Like, it's their mind rationalizing things. Come on, just pull him out of there! Come on, just yank him by the legs! They can do Oh shit, grab him! Go! Grab him, guys! Migi, please. See, he's not pinned anymore, just yank him! Oh. Guys, we've come so far! Please don't die of smoke inhalation, guys! I don't know why they need to get it all the way off of him instead of just, like, bro. Oh. Because that's what brothers do. Oh. And you won't be perfect anymore. Oh. Guys, I can't believe this. Oh. Guys. I love that. Like, he's actually seeing the future together that they could have, and he doesn't have to be perfect. Oh. Guys. I love this so much. Let's go! See, and they all walk out of it together. It's perfect. Oh, in the spirit of Migi, that was insane. Like, I cannot believe that they actually did that. Oh my god. Oh my god! The firemen actually showed up eventually. How did they get past the firemen? Oh, I guess they're in the bushes. What do we do? I don't know. Make yourselves known, bestie. Like, you're not dead. Oh! See, I guess they can't come out because they're still wanted criminals. No! Wait a minute! Is he gonna say that he did it? And that he killed... That he killed Michan too? Or is he just gonna be... Or is he just going to explain... No! Why would he say that? Why wouldn't he just say that it was his mom, bro? What the hell? I hate that. No, they can't just let him do that. Why would he say that instead of just saying that it was his mom? I think that's so fucked up. Like, that's so fucked up. Like, how can they end it like that? You know what I mean? Like, I love the character arc with Eiji, and I love the character arc with Dali, but, like, why doesn't Eiji just say that, you know, that his mom did it? Like, why does he need to lie about that? I guess he thinks, like, oh, I'm already gonna get arrested, so I may as well take responsibility for that, too, but he doesn't need that on his rap sheet. He could just say that that was his mom. Like, I don't know. I think that that's fucked up, though. I feel like, that's why I was like, the dad can't die, because somebody has to take responsibility for what happened, and I thought the dad was gonna intervene, but the dad's just so clueless and knows nothing. I refuse to believe this. The police has to let this go. You know what I mean? The mother was abusive. She kidnapped people. She murdered people. This is a small town. You know, they can just turn the other way. They do not need to actually convict him. Oh. It's like they've been changed forever by this. Okay, before I do my discussion, I just need to make sure that something's okay with our recording. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to check on some things because I don't know if you guys noticed that I was looking over here during the reaction, but my monitor was acting up and I was like, please, please, God, like, if anything happens again, knock on wood, right? If anything happens, I will die. Like, I will be so sad. But no, everything's fine. It was just, I don't know, it was just flickering. Like, it was weird. OBS doesn't usually do that, so I got worried. I got scared, but everything's okay. So anyway, to get into the discussion now, I don't have too many things things because, like, now my brain is broken because I really thought that this was gonna be the last episode. I never really expected, I don't think, Eiji to turn himself in. I did talk about Dali doing that at one point. I talked about Dali actually killing Ryoko and getting his revenge so Migi could be free. I talked about that. I think what's gonna happen, though, if I know this show very well and this band of, you know, misfits, I'm assuming that what'll happen is, yes, Eiji is arrested now, but I think that Dali and Migi and Karen and Senpai and Maruta and the dad, like, I think that everyone's gonna come out of the woodwork, maybe even Karen's relatives, maybe even other townspeople. I feel like that they're all going to band together and tell the police the truth, and the police are gonna be like, well, it was self-defense. Maybe they can't say that the arson was self-defense, but maybe they'll either let it slide because, again, this is the Ichigo family and we already know that they have connections, or maybe Eiji will do, like, a little bit of prison, you know, for the arson, or have to do community service or something for the arson, but that broadly, he's not actually gonna get arrested. I would be literally so mad if he actually got arrested. I think that that would just... it'd be so fucked up. I do trust this show, though. I'm like, I'm not saying that it's going to be a happy ending, but I feel like that they can't. You know, they can't make it super sad. So maybe Eiji gets arrested now, but then we see everyone when they're older, and they can start their life over again when they're like 30. I don't know. That I would accept. That I would allow as an ending. But I do truly think that the police are just going to let this slide. There's been so much stuff in this show that has been, quote unquote, let slide. Let's slide it. I don't know. I think the dad should, honestly, be like, it was me. Eiji lied. It was actually me. Because he's just been so incompetent and he let all of his children suffer. I think that he deserves prison. Not to be that dramatic, because he was wronged too. We talked about last week in the ways that the father was wronged particularly, but was he asleep when he listened to Ryoko in the middle of the night talk about how Eiji's doing so well diaper training and stuff? Like, he's like, what? But you know, like, you knew. And she had the scissors that in that one episode, and he was like, just stop this, Ryoko. Like, you know, like, he knew. He saw her crazy behavior. He was just in denial. So I think that man, he deserves just like a little bit of punishment. And I wouldn't be mad if he actually, or maybe what they'll do is that classic anime thing where they all confess to the crime and then the police can't arrest anyone. Because there's been, some people may say that's not realistic, but there has been so much unrealistic things that happened in the show. I believe that this show is, not that it's not meant to be taken seriously, but that it doesn't have a place within our real world. It's set in our world, but it's not meant to be realistic. It's supposed to be, you know, almost like a fairy tale. We have over-defined. Like, there is a case of over-definition where everything needs to be put inside some box somehow. And I think that in Migi and Dali's case, we have just forgotten that people used to tell stories, fairy tales, that were grounded in reality, like Jack and the Beanstalk and Little Red Riding Hood and Cinderella. Like, this could happen to you, but with a magical element. And I'm not saying that this is necessarily that, right? Because there is no element of magic in the show. But I say that just because Migi and Dali reminds me of a fairy tale. And so I think that the trap that people fall into is that they see something that is set in our world and doesn't necessarily have any magic. And so they are like, well, there's no sci-fi and there's no fantasy, so that means that it needs to be realism, like, it needs to be realistic. And so if everyone confesses to the crime, or the police let it go, or this or that, like, people will have the criticism that this is a show that takes place in reality and it's unrealistic. But I think that people need to keep in mind two things. First of all, the world that we have inhabited up until this point has been surreal in so many ways. And maybe surreal is not the best word, but that's the word that I'm going to use for it, that this world in particular has not necessarily been bound to being realistic. Why does no one, for example, notice when the pumpkin falls on Eiji that the twins are both standing there? You can say it's because nobody was paying much attention to who was in what costume or what have you, but there are other moments in this show where it's just like, that just wouldn't happen. It's happening to be funny, for humor, or to heighten the stakes, or for, you know, some other reason, right? And so I feel like that people get a little bit too caught up in that sort of thing. I see Migi and Dali personally as a modern day fairy tale, not in the sense that it has any magic, but in the sense that yes, it's in our reality and it's grounded to some extent in reality, but it is not boxed in by what is realistic. It is a story that was written specifically to impart a moral onto the audience or to say something about revenge. And of course, every story should say something, but Migi and Dali to me is very different. And so all of that to say is that I think that there are a couple different avenues for how they can get out of this, and all of them are on a spectrum of most realistic to least realistic. I guess the most realistic one is that the Ichigos are still well respected, and so they're able to pay off the police somehow. The other one is that Eiji is in jail, but they all reunite eventually. Like, say when Eiji turns 18. I don't know how the law works in Japan in this regard, also in this time period, so I don't know. The other one is that everyone will start confessing to the crimes, which will just further confuse the police. Like, they can't arrest everyone, right? Especially, maybe it's just the twins and not Senpai and everyone, we met along the way. On top of that, there's the idea that they would tell the police the truth about Ryoko and things like that. And so, yeah, obviously, they're all sort of, would that really happen? Like, would the police really let them go just because they all confessed to a crime? Or would the police really let them go just because of what Ryoko did? I don't know, but this show has never been sort of, like, realistic in the first place. So, that was a bit of a tangent. I'll try to cut that up in a way that it makes sense. But what I'm saying is that to me, Migi and Dali is a fairy tale story. And so I wouldn't be mad if the conclusion is that the policemen are so moved by what they heard, especially from, again, Karen's parents. They're just so moved that they, let it go, that they let it slide. They understand that this was an abusive situation, more than abusive, like that Ryoko committed actual crimes, kidnapping, abuse, neglect, forced pregnancy, statutory R-wording of her own husband. Like, there was a lot to unpack there, right? So, this is a small town. We can let stuff get buried, because that's a small town thing to do. Rich people get away with stuff all the time, even in our world now, so I don't think it would be too egregious of an ass pull if something like that were to happen. My predictions for the finale are pretty much the same as they were last week. I think that next episode, the first half, is going to be getting Eiji free from prison, if that's what they're doing, and the second half is going back to the status quo, or everybody living normal, happy lives. Like, we get that conclusion. And I think that it would make most sense to me if the twins also take credit for the crime, and then they just, they can't, right? I don't know. Like, can DNA tell the difference between identical twins? If an identical twin committed a crime, could they tell apart, on a biological level? But we have to keep in mind that it's 1980, right? And so if they, or something, it's, very early in terms of DNA, forensics, so I don't actually know. That may be more realistic than I first gave it credit for, that idea that they all confess, and it's well, you don't know who did it because we're all biologically similar, at least at this stage in time, right? But I think that the route that I see is that everyone is going to come out of the woodwork now that Ryoko is dead and explain to the police what she did, especially because Karen's mom is still alive and we know that. So I don't think it would be too crazy if Karen's mom also came in at the last second and they all, we just see a montage of everyone talking to the police and Eiji is eventually freed. I don't know if he would live with, Migi and Dali's adoptive parents, because his dad is still alive, but, his dad, Karen even said it, you had a patient right in front of you, and I feel like that he knew that. He had to have known, so I feel like that he has to do something. He has to take some responsibility, because part of this really is, I think, his fault, but I think that's all I really have to say. I find this show very interesting, just because of those things that I mentioned earlier as well. It does feel like, I know that there's no magic, but it really does feel like a fairy tale in the sense of there's similar beats to a fairy tale story, and it's less about, oh, well, this needs to be realistic, and this needs to be realistic to crime, right? Like a murder mystery, this needs to be thoroughly researched, and we need to make sure all the forensics and the process of the law in Japan is correct. I feel like the show is kind of gonna just say fuck it at some point, because it's not really about the realisticness of the situation, it's about the lesson, it's about the message. I hope that you guys enjoyed, I hope that you guys had fun. Thank you for attending Calxiyn's Royal Court today, and yes, contrary to what I said last week, I will see you next week because there is one more episode, and so we will be there. I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you again. Bye!